I just spent 3 months testing every major robot vacuum that launched in the last year, and honestly, some of these results are going to surprise you, especially my number one pick. Look, the robot vacuum game has completely changed. We're talking about machines that can actually deep clean your carpets, scrub your floors better than you probably do by hand, and some of them are smart enough to avoid your pet's accidents. So, let's dive in. I've dropped updated links with the best pricing for all these robots in the description below. So coming in at number 5, we've got the Ecovacs Deebot X8 Pro Omni. And honestly, if you're someone who's obsessed with having spotless floors, this thing is going to blow your mind. What makes this robot stand out from the crowd is its absolutely insane mopping system. We're talking about dual rotating mop pads that spin at high speed and actually apply real pressure to your floors. Not just that gentle wiping you get from most robot mops. The X8 Pro Omni comes with this massive all-in-one station that handles literally everything for you. It empties the dustbin, refills the water tank, washes those mop pads with hot water, and even dries them afterwards so you don't have to deal with any gross, smelly mops sitting around. The navigation is solid too, with LiDAR mapping that creates detailed floor plans and lets you set up no-go zones or specific cleaning schedules for different rooms. It's got impressive suction power for carpets, but where it really shines is on hard floors, where those spinning mops can tackle even dried-on spills and sticky messes. Now you're looking at around $1,200 to $1,400 for this bad boy, which definitely puts it in premium territory. But here's the thing. If you've got a lot of hard flooring and you're tired of manually mopping or dealing with those lackluster robot mops that barely do anything, this is genuinely worth the investment. The convenience factor alone is huge when you realize you can go weeks without touching the thing, and your floors will still look like you just spent an hour mopping them by hand. At number 4, we have the Dreame L10s Ultra Gen 2, and this is where things get really interesting because you're getting flagship-level features without that premium price tag that makes your wallet cry. Dreame has been absolutely crushing it lately, and this Gen 2 version fixes pretty much every complaint people had about the original L10s Ultra. The standout feature here is the combination of powerful 5,300 Pascal suction and this really clever auto-lifting mop system that actually works. When it hits carpet, those mop pads lift up a full 10.5 millimeters, which means you're not going to end up with wet carpets. A problem that still plagues some much more expensive models. The base station is incredibly well thought out too. It's got hot water mop washing, automatic dust emptying, and it even uses heated air to dry the mop pads. The app is surprisingly polished, letting you customize cleaning patterns, set virtual boundaries, and even adjust the water flow for different types of messes. What really sets this apart from cheaper options is the build quality and reliability. The brushes are designed to resist tangles, the sensors rarely get confused, and the battery life is genuinely impressive at around 180 minutes of runtime. Plus, the obstacle avoidance is actually smart enough to navigate around shoes, pet toys, and cables without getting stuck or just pushing everything around. You're looking at somewhere between $600 to $800 for the L10s Ultra Gen 2, which is honestly incredible value when you consider you're getting features that were exclusive to 1,500 plus robots just a year ago. If you want a robot that can handle both vacuuming and mopping without breaking the bank, this is pretty much the sweet spot right now. Number 3 goes to the iRobot Roomba Combo 10 Max. And look, I know some of you are probably thinking, why is iRobot on this list when they're so expensive? But hear me out, because this thing brings something to the table that's actually pretty unique. iRobot has finally figured out how to make a robot that can transition seamlessly between vacuuming and mopping without any of that awkward attachment swapping that used to be their thing. The Combo 10 Max has this retractable mop system that automatically deploys when it hits hard floors and retracts when it encounters carpet. It sounds simple, but the execution is really smooth, and it means you can just set it and forget it without worrying about it dragging wet mops across your rugs. The cleaning performance is where iRobot's decades of experience really shows. The brush system is incredibly effective at picking up everything from fine dust to pet hair, and the edge cleaning brush actually gets into corners properly instead of just flinging debris around. What's really impressive is how smart this thing is about avoiding obstacles and not getting stuck. iRobot's AI-powered navigation might not use LiDAR like everyone else, but it's surprisingly good at recognizing and avoiding common household hazards like pet waste, cables, and small objects. The app integration is probably the most mature in the industry, with detailed cleaning reports, predictive maintenance alerts, and seasonal cleaning suggestions that actually make sense. Now, the elephant in the room is the price. You're looking at around $1,800 to $2,000, which is definitely a significant investment. But if you're someone who values reliability above all else and you want a robot that's going to work consistently for years without random failures or weird behavior, iRobot still has that reputation for a reason. This isn't the flashiest option, but it's the one your parents would probably have the easiest time using. Coming in at number 2, we have the Roborock S8 MaxV Ultra, and this is where we get into serious enthusiast territory. If you're the type of person who loves having the absolute latest tech and you want a robot vacuum that's basically like having a tiny cleaning robot from the future, this is your machine. The S8 MaxV Ultra is packed with features that honestly feel like science fiction. It's got a front-mounted camera with AI-powered object recognition that can identify and avoid over 60 different types of obstacles. The dual roller brush system provides incredible suction power at 10,000 pascals, which is genuinely overkill for most homes, but means it can deep clean carpets in a way that rivals some corded vacuums. The sonic mopping technology vibrates the mop pad 3,000 times per minute, which actually helps break down dried-on stains instead of just pushing them around. But what really sets this apart is the level of customization and control you get. You can adjust suction power room by room, set different mopping patterns for different areas, and even tell it to focus on specific types of messes. The base station is like a tiny car wash for your robot. It empties dust, washes mops with hot water, refills clean water, and has separate compartments for cleaning solution. The mapping is incredibly detailed, and you can create 3D maps of your home that let you visualize exactly where the robot has been and what it's cleaned. At around $1,600 to $1,800, the S8 MaxV Ultra isn't cheap, but you're genuinely getting cutting-edge technology here. This is the robot vacuum you get when you want to impress your tech-savvy friends and you actually enjoy diving into all the advanced settings and features. If you're a set-it-and-forget-it person, this might be overkill. But if you love having control over every aspect of your cleaning routine, this is probably the best overall package available right now. And finally, at number 1, we have the Roborock Q8 Max Plus. And this is going to be controversial because it's not the most expensive or the most feature-packed robot on this list. But here's why it takes the top spot. It offers about 90% of what those premium robots do for literally half the price. And for most people, that's exactly what they need. The Q8 Max Plus gives you solid 5,500 PA suction, which is more than enough for pretty much any home cleaning scenario. The dual brush system handles both fine dust and larger debris really well, and the side brush actually does a good job with edges and corners. The mopping system is straightforward but effective. It's not going to scrub dried-on stains like the premium models, but for regular maintenance cleaning, it absolutely gets the job done. The auto-empty dock means you're only dealing with maintenance every few weeks instead of after every cleaning cycle. What makes this such a winner is the reliability and ease of use. The app is clean and simple, the mapping is accurate without being overly complicated, and it just works consistently without a lot of fuss. The battery life is solid at about 180 minutes. The obstacle avoidance is good enough to prevent most stuck situations, and when something does go wrong, Roborock's customer service is actually helpful. It's also surprisingly quiet compared to some of the more powerful models, which matters if you're running it while you're home. At around $400 to $500 with the auto-empty dock, the Q8 Max Plus is honestly the robot vacuum I recommend to most people who ask me what to buy. Unless you have very specific needs like heavy-duty mopping or you just love having the latest tech, this gives you all the convenience of a premium robot vacuum without the premium price tag. It's the kind of purchase that makes you wonder why you waited so long to get a robot vacuum in the first place. And that's exactly what the best product in any category should do.